What's up, everyone? It's Charles here with Rocket Punch Army. So today we have these three guys lined up. As you know, Bandai loves to do Mazinger Z's. They have everything from, I don't even know, just everything from small to large and everything in between. And these are just three examples of just their Super Robot Chogokin line. Now, there are obviously other ones. These are the ones I have. I have the regular first edition one with the whole weapon set and Scrander. Then I got the Jumbo Machinder version, all right, and then I got this dude here, which is the Kurogane, I think it is, something like that edition, which has like a nice little iron-like matte finish and different colors. So these are all pretty much the same mold, just different colors. And just when you think that was enough, boom, they hit us with another one. This one is the Iron Cutter version, as it says here, or edition, Iron Cutter edition. Right, so we get yet another. And, you know, lately I've been trying not to collect the same crap over and over, but there's just something about a Mazinger Z that makes me just keep buying it. And these guys, you know, they know what they're doing. They're just doing repaints, and each one is cool. And that brings us to this. This is the latest one, all right? So I just got this in from BBTS, and as you can see, it has the iron cutters. Does that mean it can cut iron? No, it does not mean it can cut iron. That's just what these attachments are called. As you can see, the colors are different, so we're going to check that out in just a moment. It's got a nice picture of him out in the front. It's got a nice up-close picture of the face back there. Sides here, all right? And in the back, it's got the usual Japanese stuff on the bottom. Blue fin sticker here, so you know it's been distributed in the US, and some photography back here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and open this up. It's actually still sealed. If I can find my blade over here, I'm going to go ahead and open it. So, as you know, I like to carefully open things, and I don't like folding the tab here, so I usually stick something in here to open it without folding the tab. And I usually do this, so you can see I've avoided folding that tab. Alright, let's pull the tray out. Woo-wee! Look at this right here. Right away you can see the change in colors. I actually didn't realize that the limbs were a metallic blue. I thought they were silver. In all the pictures I saw, they kind of looked silver. Well, I guess looking at this now, it is like a metallic-ish blue. Alright, so the rest is a nice darker metallic blue. We obviously got the Scrander set and the iron cutters, right, which you did not get in the other releases. So let's pop this open. I don't see tape, so it should just pop open like this. Hopefully none of the little tiny pieces explode all over the place. We got the Scrander set. Alright, we'll check in a moment if the Scrander is any different. We got the two Pilders here. You got the Jet Pilder and the Hover Pilder, and the extra open hands, and then just the closed fists, iron cutter, the waist part of the Scrander, and then this piece for like the Tamashii stand, which I don't have. I don't like stands. You guys know that. Alright, let's pull out Mazinger here for a second. We got the regular version out back there. Let's put together the Scrander here. We're going to put the wing set here. It's a little oily here. I think it's from mold release. But this is cool. It just pops right in, and you can also pop it in the opposite way. I'm not going to bother doing that. I'm just going to put it the regular way. Right here, just snaps right in. Let's see if it's any different from the other one. Maybe the color. Oh, well, actually the Z. You see the Z right there. The other one does not have a Z. It's kind of like an arrow. It's a little more on the orangey side, the yellow, but it's pretty much the same mold. The metallic red on this one is so much better. This one's just red. I don't even think there's any metallic in there. It's just a lot of mold release grease. Alright, so we'll set this guy back here. Please don't fall. And we're going to go ahead and set this to the side for a second, actually. We're going to check out the figure here. We also want to check out the little Pilders. We got the little Jet one there, and the Hover. Now, the Hover, you can't bring down the little sides, although it kind of looks like it would fold down, but don't, because you will mess it up. But this is the Jet Pilder. Don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can zoom in. My camera hates zooming in and focusing, obviously. try that. Well, whatever. You guys get the idea. It's just a little, what do you call it? Jet Pilder. All right, then we got the hover. Is it impossible for this thing to focus? Maybe it's because I got him in the background. Let's try this. Alrighty. Ooh, look at that. It's actually, never mind. It's actually focusing there. Alright, so very tiny. And that we are going to place on the top of his head. Let's move up here for a second. And pop it right there. Alright, and so far I'm liking the colors. It doesn't look like I can really get it to peg in. I'm pushing down on it. Just I'm afraid to break something. It's somewhat tabbed in there. Alright, you'll notice the heat sinks here, his little chest fins do have a metallic color that's very reminiscent of the Scrander, of the original. It's kind of weird that they did a different color for the, what do you call it, the Scrander wings here. But anyway, again, it's got like a light blue kind of metallic finish. And let's take a look really quick, because there's always some kind of mess up in my figures paints. Usually a pube or something stuck in there. This one seems to be fine. There's only like a little, I don't know if you caught that before, a little detent or something, whatever that's called, right there. Just a little tiny. And that's pretty much the extent of that as far as paint goes. So you can see the Pilder fell out. It just does not seem to want to stay in there. I'm not going to mess with it too much. I think we got it there. It's got a nice paint job. All the paint apps are actually done really nice. Can't find anything to complain about. The head sculpt's different. Did they do something with the head sculpts? I can't really tell. It doesn't look like it. No, I think they're the same head sculpt, just different paint apps. Everything else should be exactly the same. All the articulation, which is beautiful, by the way, on these figures. We're going to take a look at that. You got the head and neck joint separate. Okay, we got the shoulder here, which has like a butterfly. I don't know what the hell that's called. I call it butterfly for some reason. And then there's a shoulder. All right, and then I don't know if you heard that little clicking, little ratcheted elbows. It's kind of weird because it does ratchet, but it doesn't. Oh, the ratchets are, sorry. So the elbow doesn't have ratchets, but the extension here does. That's where the ratchets are. So it's got like an extension to give it a little more extra articulation. That's a pretty neat design. You also have the upper part here, the chest, right? And I think there's an extension, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there's that slight extension, all right, which gives you more articulation here at the bottom. And I love the very slight clearance it has right there. So it doesn't actually ever touch. It feels like it's going to, but it doesn't. Then you have the hips, which go in and out this way, give it a little more articulation, and back and forth. And you get some nice little tiny ratchets here on the knees, but they're nice and loud. Then swivel. All right, then you get the ankles here on a ball joint, which are very nice. The waist, that's the only time it's really going to hit if you're really turning it too much. So you want to be careful with that, but side to side this way, it's fine. And then the wrists here on a ball joint, so not too bad. The articulation is really nice for such a small figure. And even though it's a tiny figure, it does have a very high-end feel because of the die-cast content. So as far as the die-cast, it's going to be the same as the original. We got the upper chest here, we have the legs, and that's pretty much it. Even though it's not all over die-cast, it does feel very nice because of its size. Now if you bought this, it's probably because of the updated colors or the fact that it has iron cutters. And the iron cutters, super sharp. I'm going to get two of them, obviously. We have the little booby grabbing hands, as I like to call them. Right? So I've gone ahead and placed one of the open hands here so you can see what the iron cutters look like and check out the open hands also. Obviously you're free to do whichever assortment of hands you want, but let's just do this, and it pops right on. Want to be careful with the fingers, don't flex that one like I just did. And the arms just pop right off. Right, they're friction fit. This also gives you the opportunity to do the rocket punch feature, or the arm shoot out. I'm sure you guys know that, and that's exactly where I got the name Rocket Punch Army from. It's from robots that shoot their fists out or forearms out. All right. So we got the iron cutter here on this one. Actually, it's backwards. Flip this around and pop this one in. All right. So that's what it looks like with the iron cutters. All right. Iron cutters are a very awesome weapon, I think. Nothing like having big bladed weapons right on your forearms. All right. And we're also going to attach the Scrander just to give it the full complete look. Now in my last video I complained that I couldn't get the Scrander on without scratching something. I believe it's because I didn't have the waist pulled all the way out. Let's see if that's the reason why. Yeah, it was, because now it wraps around here without fear of anything being scratched. Alright, so then finally the Scrander goes back here. You pop it in. You want to be careful. There's a little vinyl piece here. Alright, it's very teeny. You don't want to mess that up because it'll piss you off. And look at that! We got Mazinger Z here. Now it doesn't come with his sword or anything like that. It doesn't come with the oversized rocket punch, which I forgot what that's called actually. In my earlier reviews of those you'll be able to find out what it's called. Off the top of my head, don't remember. But anyway, it doesn't come with any of that. It's just what you see here. Alright, and let's just do a quick comparison. So again, this is the normal one. The original release, the first release that came with that little stand, the little rock thing that he stands on, and this is the latest we have in the Super Robot Chogokin line. This one I think was like 3,000 yen, which was, I don't know, about $35 at the time, and this one is close to 70. So as you can see, the Super Robot Chogokin line is going the way of the Solo Chogokin line, which was, you know, affordable or somewhat affordable, high-end figures, and now the prices are, you know, going up again. But that's it. This is pretty much the end of the review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, it's pretty much going over the same stuff I've gone over before. So if you've seen the other reviews, there's no sense in really going over every little thing. But if you're interested in picking one of these up, it's available with the link below. So please use that if you're going to pick one of these up. It's a link to Big Bad Toy Store where you can find this, guys, where I got mine. And yeah, that's it. Questions, comments, again, leave them below. Until next time, bye-bye.